Just conducting sales calls over the phone with leads is great, but it's not nearly as powerful as setting up a video sales call where you can actually meet face-to-face with a lead or a prospect, develop a relationship, and have a much better chance of closing a deal. So let's talk about how to set up video calls and do them properly. Did you know that roughly 70% of communication is nonverbal? So if you've been setting up traditional phone calls to connect with leads, you're missing out on 70% of your ability to convey your message to your leads. So what can you do about this? Well, the best thing to do is to actually start setting up video calls with your leads. Look, we buy from those people who we know, like, and trust. I mean, that's the basis of sales, if you ask any salesperson. And with a video sales call, people are going to be able to develop a stronger connection with you. They're going to sit with you face to face, which will ultimately lead to a higher closing rate. And beyond that, it gives you the ability to actually see how the other person's responding to what you're saying. So if you're talking about, the price of whatever it is that you offer, and they have this terrified look on their face, then you pretty much know that that price isn't a good fit for them. So by doing a video sales call with your leads, you can get a better idea of how they're responding, and they're going to get a better idea of who you are as a person and what you have to offer. So let's go ahead and walk you step by step through the process of booking actual video sales calls with your leads so that you can close more leads into actual customers. All right, let's get into it. Now, there are a number of different platforms that you can use to actually make video calls. And one of the most popular platforms out there today, the one we're going to be focusing on, is called Zoom. And I'm going to show you how to set up Zoom in just a second. But before I do, there's one other tool that will really help you with setting up video calls with your leads. And that tool is called Calendly. There's a free version of Calendly which will allow you to book calls with people, and you can automate the delivery of a Zoom link as well via the scheduled call in Calendly, which really works well. Also, do keep in mind that we have a system that will help you book video calls with your leads on autopilot, and you can learn more about that system by going to appointmently.io. But if you want to do this yourself, let me just walk you through the process of implementing these different tools so that you can set up video calls with your leads. Okay, so if you don't already have a Zoom account set up, then you'll want to head over to zoom.us and get signed up for a free account. You can just do that by clicking this link right here. Once you click this link, it'll walk you through the whole process. It's pretty straightforward. You just have to give them some different information, and then you can get your free Zoom account set up. Okay, so once you've set up your Zoom account and you've gotten registered, then you'll want to download the desktop application. That's how you're actually going to be able to do the video calls with your leads. So to do that, you just come over to their solutions, and under products, you click meetings and chat. Then you'll be able to click this button here, get 5.0 now. It might update in the future. Obviously, they're going to continue to update. And then just choose which option works best for you, whether you want to just do Zoom with a web browser or if you would prefer to integrate with Microsoft Outlook. And once you've downloaded the desktop app, you'll be able to pull it up. It should look something like this, and this is where you're going to be able to set up new meetings and a whole bunch of different stuff. Alright, so now that you have Zoom all set up, let's get you set up with Calendly. Calendly is much the same. There's a free version of Calendly that you can sign up for. And all you need to do is enter your email in here, click sign up, and it's going to take you through the whole process of setting up your Calendly account. So once you've set up your Calendly account, you're going to want to come into the back end of your account here. Basically, you just log in and then click integrations. And you'll see that there is a Zoom integration right here. So if you click on the Zoom integration, that's going to allow you to connect your Zoom account
to your Calendly account. And what that does is when someone signs up for a call with you through your Calendly account, basically they book a time slot with you, it's going to automatically deliver a Zoom link to their email within the confirmation emails that they receive from Calendly. It'll say your appointment is at this time. Here's the link to enter the video call. And so it's really straightforward. Once somebody signs up for a call on Calendly, then they'll just be able to jump on the Zoom call when their meeting time comes up, and then you'll be able to connect with them, have the video call, and hopefully close the sale. So let's look at how to actually integrate Calendly into your website once you've integrated Calendly with Zoom. So we just have our demo website pulled up here, and what we're going to do is integrate the Calendly booking form with these contact forms here. So essentially, when somebody comes and requests a quote, what'll happen is after they submit this form, they'll end up on a thank you page. And on the thank you page is where we're going to embed the Calendly link so that they can then book a call with you, and you guys can just jump on that video call and connect. So we have the thank you page somewhat set up right here. It says, thanks for your submission. Let's set up a time to connect. Simply use the calendar below to set up a discovery call. And when we look at the back end of that page, so this is that thank you page I was just showing you, there's this text block right here where we have that content set up. And all you need to do is switch from visual editor to the text editor, and then come down to the very bottom, and this is where we're going to embed the Calendly link. Okay, so to do that, just make sure you're logged into your Calendly account, and then you're going to want to create a new event type and choose whether it's one-on-one or group. This is just going to be one-on-one. And then the location, we're going to click Zoom. And it's asking us to integrate. You should have already integrated with Zoom. If you haven't yet, then you can just click Zoom integration page and it'll take you to where you can integrate. But that's all you have to do is once it's integrated, you just click Zoom as the location and then go ahead and set up that calendar. And then there's a bunch of information here. You can pick the dates and times that you're available, whether you want it to be secret and hidden or not. And then you can choose a bunch of different settings here for reminder notifications and the different questions that you want to ask, whether you want to grab their phone number or just their name and email. So make sure you check these out, fill out all the pertinent information, and then you'll just click the back button here. And for the event type that you set up, just click this cogwheel and then click Add to Website. Then inline embed, continue, and you'll see this bit of code here. So all we want to do is copy that code and paste it right here at the end of our thank you page. And then we're just going to click this green button to save it, and we're going to click Update. Okay, so the end result should look something like this. So after somebody fills out a form on your website, they land on this page that says thanks for your submission, let's set up a time to connect, and then they have the option to book a call with you on your calendar. And then once they book that call, we want to make sure that they're getting email reminders with the link to the Zoom call. So we'll just come back into Calendly here and edit our event, and we'll check the notifications. So we want to make sure that the email follow-up is active. It's great to use text reminders as well. This is a paid feature, so you might have to upgrade to the $15 per month account in order to use this. But using both of these is definitely recommended. And then you can customize this as well if you if you desire. And like with the text message reminders, sometimes it's good to set up another reminder that's more recent, maybe 3 hours before the event, and then just go ahead and save that information. Okay, so there's one last thing that we need to do, and that is to make sure that our contact forms are redirecting to the thank you page where we've embedded the Calendly form. And so to do that, you just come into the back end of the WordPress website and go to Caldera Forms. It might be different depending on what form builder you're using, but most of them should allow you to redirect after submissions have been completed through the form. So if you just click Edit and then Processors, click this Processors option up here and then click Add Processor, then you can add a redirect. So just click Add Redirect, and then you'll just paste in the URL of your thank you page right here, and then click Save Form. So that's pretty much it. Now you'll have the ability for people to go ahead and book calls directly after they submit a form on your website, and then you'll be able to jump on a video call with them on Zoom and connect face-to-face, develop a relationship, and close the sale.
Hey, thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this episode. I hope that you got a lot of value out of it. If you did enjoy this content, then make sure to tune in to the next episode where we're going to show you how to start getting your social media set up so that you can use it to generate even more traffic and leads for your business. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.